To me, the least best episode of Firefly is Safe. It never sat right with me. The flashbacks with Simon and River.
Oh, I love that.
No, but it just wasn't. And then
sorry,
Mal leaves. This is the witch hunt one, and where
Yep.
right.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you.
It was just it was Mal said, no, we've got to leave them, they're gone.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I love the line he says, you're part of my crew. And
She's out.
Yeah.
But no, you're part of my crew, why are we still talking about this? And it's a great line, but you dumped him just like an hour ago. You
the book was dying then.
I know, but still, if they had gone after him, then they would have had it's just, look, I'm not saying it's a bad episode, I'm just saying it's the least best.
The least best,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I reckon they had to save Book. They had to go get Book some help, and then they came back for him.
They weren't going to come back for him.
I reckon they were.
What's Shepard's
It was only
name?
through Books when he says, thank you, you saved, and he's like, and it was only through their dialogue that he went, I've just left behind part of my career, and that's where he made the decision to go. If you watch it, and you look
I know
at
this is going to sound stupid, but what was the shepherd's real
I
name?
think it's Darren.
Both names have been written. One's in the script, one's in the official guide.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, someone else's least best?
Least best.
I didn't like Shindy.
Shindy?
Oh, really?
I wasn't overly impressed with it.
I thought it was like one of my favourites when I watched it again, and I've got to agree with you now because it's just so bogged down in the dance and the character. Don't get me wrong, I love what happens later.
Yeah.
And some of those lines that you'd be given a sword, a swat, the way it's
A SWAT.
some really, really funny
what,
stuff.
What
Where he
happened?
stabs Atherton at the end.
Mercy is the
you
man,
know.
the great man.
Yeah, that's true.
Guess I'm just a good man.
Guess I'm just good, man.
That's right. Shindig was the one with.
The ball gowns and
Yep,
the big
that one. I remember that.
And Kaylee Jones.
But I agree
the,
with you, I think. Yeah.
The first bit of Our Mrs. Reynolds, I didn't so much like the first half. It was just kind of iffy. But when she, what's her real?
Switched, yeah.
When she switched, Saffron. When she or whatever her real.
Yo,
name.
Saffron.
When she switched,
Yo, Saffridge.
Saffron.
Yo, Saffridge.
whatever you want to call it. When
Yeah.
when she
Saffron.
switched, the episode was turned around for me.
That's funny
became
because I
so much
really liked how naive she was. I loved.
She's good.
I could wash your feet.
That was.
I actually studied that with my Year 10 class just this last semester, term 1. We studied
be
Our
in
Mrs.
your
Reynolds,
Oh yes.
and the other class did
My
watch
school
Objects
teach
in
you all
Space.
next
Last year I was teaching Buffy.
Yes, we had Luciana and like our entire year 11 studied Buffy.
So I love it. So I just get to choose whatever text I teach.
That is
I'm
so
like,
good.
last year it was Buffy because I wasn't a huge fan. I'm just like, this is a great series. Let's teach it. This is fun. And then this year I'm like, I've got to buy Firefly. So I even bought the school's own copy. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy another copy in support of Joss. Go. So
School funds, of course.
absolutely. Yeah, so good. Yeah, they loved it though.
Yeah.
Only
Oh,
two
yeah.
of them had seen it, and they're just like, they're completely converted. Walk in, they're like, can we watch some more Firefly?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, when we finish this. So yeah, it's good though.
Probably one of the.
That's enough for me. I'm gonna see if I can do something because I've just kind of been standing around for a bit.
That's right, yeah.
Just in your opinion, what would you say is the best episode?
Out of gas.
Out of gas.
No question. Out of gas is just phenomenal and very close. Objects in Space, very close. Just because.
They're
Yeah.
the two special ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of gas, there is just it's got everything going for it. It uses. I mean, I'm film theory, remember? So it's got all production elements, all story elements. Everything is firing. They haven't missed a single thing, and it just works. Completely works. Love it. Completely. Yeah. First thing I wanted to do when I finished that episode, watching the first time, was watch it again. It's great.
Yeah.
So this
Very
bag,
disconcerting.
this bag just full of shit that was on the ground.
It's just full. It's like all the crap over there, and there. It's just full of crap.
Yeah, pretty much.
And take a look at how dirty the ground still is.
Alright.
Because we should actually get. We should actually get back to work now.
Yeah. Take 5, and now we can get back.